Hi, my name is Stephen Rosell. I'm a Senior Technical Specialist at Autodesk, and here at SIGGRAPH yesterday we just announced Maya 2017. It's chock full of new features from modeling to animation, rendering, effects updates. One of the cool things that I'm showing here at the Intel booth today is the new time editor, which is a non-destructive animation system. So what you see here is, of course, Maya 2017, and one of the cool things I'm showing is the new time editor, which you see down below. Now what this is a clip-based nonlinear animation system that allows you to do really cool blending and layering of different types of animation. So as I scrub through the animation here, you can see I've got a fairly complex animation. This is actually made up of a lot of different animation sequences that have been blended together. So what you see in these kind of colored bars are the animation sequences. So I have a sequence right here where he's kind of pumping his fist, and I have another sequence here where he's kind of going into this kind of shooting motion to launch what will be ultimately a spaceship. And then I've got another sequence here where he kind of walks off. Now these are all blended together, and if I pull in here, you can see that these clips have just been dragged one on top of another. You can see there's actually a difference between this clip and this clip right here where there's a pop. If I just grab this clip and slide it right onto the other clip, based on the positioning, that's just going to do a nice little transition from the end of one clip into the beginning of another clip. Now we also have a layer system built on top of this. So you can see as he steps, that's not actually what the original clip looked like. If I were to go in here and actually mute that animation layer, what you can see is his foot was originally like this. So what I've done is I've created a non-destructive layer on top of that just to modify the underlying clips. If I pull back a little further, you can also see I've got some animation here with the hands. You can see as he shoots his hands out, his hand's in a fist, and then right there it transitions into a two-finger point. That's all controlled here by these poses, which are essentially one-frame clips, and I can basically go in and I can interactively adjust those independent of all that other animation. Now the cool thing is all of this is grouped together into a single group, which can be edited at a much higher level. So if I were to actually go in and take this group of animation, I can do things like scaling of animation. So I can speed it up or slow it down, and that's going to have a cascading effect down to all of those underlying edits that I made before. Now additionally, I have a library system now which is called the content browser, and this allows me to visually browse my clips of animation, including the hand poses as well as the actual animations. If I hold my cursor over that icon, it's going to update to show me a little sequence that represents that animation. So what I can do is I can create what's called a composition, and that's essentially a palette. So everything you see here is in a composition. If I were to go in and create a new composition, that's essentially going to give me a clean slate which I can start to work with again. I can just simply take one of these clips in, I can just drag and drop it in. That's going to bring in the animation from the external file and allow me to work with it. So now I can go in here and I can start to take my clip and I can start to split it into parts and pieces and then maybe do some blending and whatnot to edit and refine this animation. But it's non-destructive in the sense that I can basically just go back to the original composition and I get all those edits that I had previously made back without really having to think much about it. So it's a really cool system. It's very powerful, allows a lot of flexibility, and allows me to do a lot of things in Maya that you really couldn't do before. So thanks for watching. If you want to find out more about Maya 2017, some of the other cool new features, just Google Autodesk Maya 2017 or just click on the link below. Thanks.